Hi guys, Yanita here with another, can't even talk today, beauty video. I'm starting with my eyebrows. I'm trying to be fast because I have to be downtown in about an hour and a half and I live about an hour and 10 minutes away, and obviously my face still is not done. But I use the NYX Precision. I think that's what it's called, is the Precision brow pencil. Yes, in charcoal. Absolutely love it because the color is perfect. It's like a soft gray. My hair is really dark brown, and if I use a brown, it ends up looking a little bit reddish, so just make sure you're using the right tone. Now, I have to use an eyeshadow primer because my eyeshadow does tend to crease a lot. I use a lot of face oils and face creams, so my face is always hydrated. Of course I have to because I'm 40 and I want to not be walking around looking all dry, especially not with the Chicago weather. And instead of a regular primer, I just use the Milani Concealer Foundation Hybrid. Super inexpensive, super nice. I think it's a little too drying to use on its own underneath my eyes, but it works great as a primer. And then, of course, I've become obsessed with this eyeshadow. This is from Iconic London. It's a Glaze crayon. Now, on one side, it's a pencil. On the other side, it's a liquid. I usually just use the liquid because I love the glow that it gives. Now, here's probably my bad girl confession. I'm using an old school NARS eyeshadow palette that should probably be in the trash because it's so old, but I love the colors. I'd never use it on a client, but I'm willing to take the risk myself because I love the colors that much. But I'm going into the crease with a bronze, and then I'll line with my favorite Sephora liquid liner. It has a felt tip, so it's super easy to use. Now, if you're wondering what is on my face, I am trying to get into the Korean skincare, and this is from a brand called SNP, and these are dark zero toning patches, and I'm going to totally mispronounce it, but it's glutathione. Hey, I actually got that right. Helps with puffiness, dark circles. The patches also come with other little patches that you could just put on blemishes, and it helps heal that up. But I like to wear eye patches when I'm doing my eye makeup in case there's any fallout, instead of having to go in and clean it up afterwards. It's right onto the patch, easy cleanup, no mess, no fuss. Like right now, I'm going over that eyeliner with a powder shadow, and you can kind of see, if you squint a little bit, that I do have some fallout, and it just falls right onto the patches. That, and of course, my eyes are super hydrated, so when I put concealer on, it just glows. Now, in the waterline, I am using the NARS pencil in black because I want my lashes to look absolutely fuller. And I'll go into the inner corners with a little color and blend that out. Now let's talk about the lashes looking fuller. I am lazy. I don't like putting on lashes on a daily basis. I might do it for a special event, and I'm straight up lying because I might not. Realistically, I do the same thing every time. I'm just going to use an eyelash primer. And I started using this one by L'Oreal, the Voluminous, a couple years ago when I did lash extensions at a place that probably wasn't certified, and a bunch of my lashes started falling out. So out of desperation, I started using a lash primer to actually help condition my lashes and help grow. I'm also trying out this new mascara. Now, we wrote, not me personally, but for the digital that I write for, Modern Brown Girl, we talked about this mascara. It is a game changer. It's like Mexico's best kept secret. It's like 12 bucks. I get it on Amazon. It is amazing. The brush reminds me of Dior Show, except the lash, the actual product does not dry out as quickly. So it is awesome. And of course, there's a big price difference, $12 versus, I don't know what it, back then it was 30 bucks. I'm sure it's like 40 now. Anyway, you guys all know me to be a super natural, clean, fresh looked girly. Every once in a while, I like to jazz it up. And again, I'm using NYX. I really like the NYX products, I'm not going to lie. This is the Vivid Rich Mechanical Liner, and I'm using an Aquamarine Dream because I just think it's a fun color. Sometimes you just want a little bit of a pop. And then I'll go in with the same brush that I smudged my liner with, and I'll use the color that I put into my crease, the little bronzy color, to go right underneath, just to smooth everything out. Ta-da! Ooh, making a mess, trying to clean up as I go. But of course, again, bad girl confession, I am using a glow product from NARS that has long been discontinued, or not discontinued, but I don't have them in any of the stores that I freelance at sometimes. But I'm mixing it with the Drunk Elephant Mineral Sunscreen. It has a little bit of a tint to it. And then I'll go in with that concealer foundation hybrid again. I'll take just a little bit. I'll mix it into the back of my hand. And even though I'm not a big foundation wearer, I do need a little bit of coverage. So I mix that in, and it's almost like making my own tinted moisturizer, but a more of a glowy version. And my skin just looks absolutely flawless. And I don't have to go in with a separate concealer because everything looks pretty even thanks to those patches. Considering this mama lives off of caffeine and very, very little sleep, I don't look that tired, but here I am making messes. I really should get up and clean that up. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, you know I've become obsessed with these little e.l.f. products. Different ways of applying it. You can mix it into the back of your hand, again, with a little bit of your foundation or your tinted moisturizer or whatever the case may be. But I wanted it to really pop. So I went nutsos and put it directly onto my skin, and I probably put on way too much. So I have to blend it in a little bit more. But if you wanted more of a natural glow, mix it into your foundation in the back of your hand and then apply it. But you'll see this is why then I have to go back and clean it up, and I made a mess because of course I used the brush that I use into my eyes instead of the concealer brush because I am a fool. You know, this is what happens when you rush. It is what it is. Anyway, setting powder. Now, here's my thing with setting powder, especially for women my age, 40 and above. You put setting powder underneath the eyes, you are going to see the fine lines and wrinkles. Except, of course, this Laura Mercier translucent powder. It is so finely milled that if I put it underneath my eyes, let it sit for a little bit, and then just brush it off, it looks bright, it sets, it doesn't look cakey. But don't be a fool. Don't be like me. Don't get if you're going to wear black, maybe put something over it, but whatever. I'm going to have to clean it up later. So, one thing about me, I got a 15-year-old daughter who loves to come into my bathroom and steal my stuff. So while she's out of town for some school event downtown, I stole her Saie lip liner. I think the color is Flesh or Flash. Nympho lip liner from lip gloss, from NARS right over. Super natural, and this is my look. Then I finger comb my hair because Lord knows I should use a brush, but I'm in a rush. So what do you think?